Hello everyone, welcome to Two Hags Chinway, and this is your midweek Wednesday reading from Spirit, and I'm kind of excited about this one. Today something happened and I knew that this was for me, but it was also for me to share for all of you, because I feel like we can all benefit from this message. Well, I'm just walking in the fairy woods while I tell you about this story that happened today. So I get up early in the morning and to go to work, and I get up around 5 o'clock in the morning, and right now it is dark. And so I was kind of rooting through my dresser in the dark to get out my socks and underwear and whatnot, and I just pulled out a pair of socks, these little ankle socks, and I put them on my feet. I was like, what is in my socks? I put my hand in the sock. I was very nervous because I didn't know what was in it, and when I pulled them out, acorns. Now these were joined together, but because they've been in my pocket all day, I broke them apart. So how did these acorns get in my socks? That's the big question. Well, I have a theory or two. I hang my clothes out on the line in good weather, like now, and we do have a huge oak tree. So I'm going to show you. So here is the big oak tree. Here's the house, and this will drop acorns like crazy this time of year. And the clothesline runs here from the oak, actually, to there. But what I do with the socks is I pair them together and pinch them and use one clothespin so it doesn't take up a lot of space on the clothesline. So, and I also save all my underwear and socks and bras this end so that it's not so visible from the street. Or on the other side of the deck, I have little clotheslines hanging there, and that's usually where the socks and underwear end up, over there. I'm pretty sure that the acorns wouldn't have landed over there. They might have landed here because there's the branch and there's the end. Maybe might have landed from the tree. So my other theory is that we have chipmunks, and they come up on our deck all the time. They're not afraid of us. We have a couple, and they're constantly running around in the yard. They're on our deck, and yeah, so they're always hiding acorns. So that's my other theory, is that they took acorns and they hid them in my socks. Oh, look, as we're talking, a hummingbird. What does this all mean? So acorns are signify new beginnings, something strong growing from such a small beginning. So you know, from a small acorn, a mighty oak grows. It represents divinity, because it was believed by the Celts that acorns embodied divine energy. And acorns come from oaks, and oaks are very sacred to the Celts and Norse pagans. And oaks there's an oak king, and this particular oak in my yard, I do call him the oak king. The fact that they were twinned together to me represents faith and, truth and strength. And the fact that there was two of them joined together, the number 2 represents balance, it represents duality, it represents partnership. It doesn't have to be like two people or two things. I feel like it's an energetic duality or an energetic partnership. It can be duality, but a partnership at the same time. Duality could be the feminine and masculine, the light and the dark. It could be any sort of opposites. And this reminds me of Susie's reading at the beginning. Her first card represented things that are still blocking us. And I feel like maybe there is this duality that's blocking us from being able to move forward. I think it's like Susie's reading was saying, that if we can basically work through the duality, there's so much potential in here, so much potential to move forward. And that's the interesting part, because socks, what does it represent? Socks represent warmth and comfort, but they're on our feet, so it represents grounding. But what do your feet do? For those of us that can walk, they represent moving forward. And it's moving forward. So these acorns, this potential this potential energy, this potential connection to divine energies is there, but we have to move forward. We have to break through the duality. We have to break through the duality, but find the balance, like the number 2 likes to give us, that balance energy. So if you can figure out the duality that's making you not move forward, then if you can work with that and make a decision, basically, and then start moving forward, I believe these acorns are telling us that something amazing is going to happen. It's so full of energy, so full of potential, and it just represents knowledge and wisdom, like the old oak king. There's wisdom in it. So if the oak tree was the one that gifted me the acorn in my socks, then I really feel like it's an ancient wisdom. It's a divine masculine energy to tap into, and it's something that will give us strength and faith and knowledge. It's a good thing. If it was the chipmunks, now chipmunks are playful and they're just cute and they're full of energy. And I think maybe if it was the chipmunks, then maybe we should look at our situation in a more playful way, in a more innocent, childlike, playful way. So do you see this? So these are chipmunk tunnels, and they're all over our yard. And these chipmunk tunnels, I think, are the secret passageways. They're all through the yard, and you'll see a chipmunk go down in one hole and then come up somewhere else. It's really, really fun to watch them. And I think that the chipmunk represents hidden knowledge, hidden passageways to get to your decision. I'm going to give you an example. because I'm not sure if I'm making any sense here. So, for example, I've been battling for a very long time whether or not to cut my hair. So simple, isn't it? So simple. Like, a big part of me wants to cut it, chin length, and embrace my French culture with a classic French bob. But there's something inside of me stopping me because I'm afraid to, well, cut this much work that went into growing my hair. A little bit is ego. The fact that I can grow long hair at my age, I know is a bit of a privilege. As people say, it's a flex. And so, you know, I am proud of my long hair, but I'm also kind of tired of it, and it also makes me very hot. So I'm battling that. I'm battling ego, I'm battling practicality, I'm battling all kinds of things. Identity, because I feel like my identity is tied up in my long hair. So I have a hair appointment next week, and it's something that I still don't know what to do. I am stuck. And I feel like that acorn energy is not just about hair. It's more than that, but I'm just using that as a simple example. That acorn energy, and that sucks. Like I'm in a place of sort of comfort right now, but the acorn is telling me you need to work through this duality, these conflicting emotions, find a balance, and then you're going to be able to move forward. And when you make that decision, it's going to be so full of potential for growth. And so clear as mud for me when it comes to my hair. Still don't know. So anyway, so I feel like, you know, with Susie, she was like, you know, we need to let go of something. And I feel like that's so true. And I feel like that's what this message is. To maybe, it's so nuanced. That's why this is so long, and I apologize for that. It's so nuanced because if it came from chipmunks, you need to look at things more playfully. Look at the situation more playfully. If it came from the oak, look at things more seriously. And maybe that's where the duality is. The more I speak of it, maybe that's the duality. And that's where the balance is. Look at it from a serious, bigger picture, divine outlook, and look at it from the grounded, the chipmunks, grounded, playful energy, not so serious, but grounded, and explore those hidden passageways. They're dark. You don't know where they go. They might be scary, but don't be scared, because the chipmunks, they play in them. You hear them coming up, popping up. You hear them underground. They're chasing each other. And I know they also use it for protection. And that's what acorns are too. They're protection. If you carry it on you, it helps protect you. Okay, I don't know if any of that made any sense. So I'm going to end it here. And blessings to you all.